I got into this through a series of universal coincidences that, I think revolve around synchronicity and the universe's intention for me. I was against CrossFit for a long time with my own set of contempt prior to investigation, I would say.
The goal is to run this as fast as you can. Your heart rate's gonna be high and you're gonna be tired, but I want you to really challenge yourself on each run. So the run is where I want the most effort.
His idea was that in what he knew from CrossFit, he thought there was some benefit there. He didn't know exactly what it looked like or what the science was, if any, behind it, but he knew there was something there and he wanted to explore it.
My mission for myself and for the people I'm involved with is to highlight that we're not asking for handouts. I'm not asking to play the victim. I don't need you to coddle me. I need an opportunity and I will rise to it. And that's what these young people, old people, middle-aged, that's what they do in these classes. They rise to the challenge.
Community is crucial because it, first of all, makes people accountable and makes them show up over and over and over. If you have people that care, whether you're there or not, invariably you're going to show up more often than if no one cared at all.
What I've come away from this experience with is that this is worth doing.
I don't believe in myself most of the time, and I also tell myself not to do certain things, like don't do 12 stuff, like you don't need it, because I don't believe in myself that I'm going to be successful or be sober anyways. And so with the workout, it's like believing in myself that I can finish something, and not even a workout, but just in general, like just finishing something.
I have never wanted to get sober so bad in my entire life, and I've been using for over 10 years. So for me to sit here and say that I actually really want to get sober is a really big deal for me.
I use the word I can't all the time. Like I can't. Jason said, you can. And then I ended up finishing exercises that I never thought I could do. And then honestly, when I was in treatment, I would relate that to life. Like I would start to think I can't do things, and I remember I could do things that I didn't think I could do before.
It's amazing to me how the correlation between and the relevancy between what takes place in the gym and what takes place in real life, or what takes place on a hiking trail, like wherever you go, there you are. That's how we show up.
I start fighting right away, right when I wake up. The bed feels so goddamn good, and I don't have to come, but I have to come.
What it was is I never, if I'm going back to like childhood and developmentally, I could not stand organized sports or gym class. Never. Hated it. Big brat. No, don't like it. I was really about kind of anti that, like skateboarding and all these things that weren't organized in like a fitness sense, and like go at your own pace. So some days involved in this environment, there's still like some residue of that, for sure, and it toggles into this. What this has done is it's been another layer of like enrichment to the practice, and I don't look at it as much as this like gym rat, like fitness competitive thing. Like this becomes a spiritual practice to me.
So if I can show up here and do my best, it empowers me to carry that over into my daily life.
I don't know, it was brutal. And I just reminded me of that weight, like that heavy burden, and wanting to give up, and I don't know, having somebody there just to help push you through is it made all the difference for me.
Yeah. I think something that was important too is when Mike here was carrying the sled and I wasn't able to talk to him, I knew he was struggling and I wanted to encourage and I wanted to give him a solution. And that kind of reminded me of times when it's like, someone needs help, but they're not really hearing you. And you can say it over and over again, yet you still remain silent in their eyes.
Grateful that I have things that I can do today to get me out of my head. Things that I can do to go have fun that don't involve me getting high.
I'm definitely an extrovert. I'll talk to anybody first, gladly and willingly. So I want to do a little more paying attention, truly paying attention to what people are saying and hearing it for what it is, and not just while listening, building my reply.
Sunday, I had the opportunity to coach for Jason, and these girls were really apprehensive. They were more apprehensive of me than I was of them, and they were still eager to please. They just wanted to participate. They wanted to make me happy, and they wanted to do a great job. And that work ethic, that drive, I just don't see in any other population or a gym. And it was like so rewarding to me to coach someone like that.
What we are trying to create is self-induced changes in neurochemistry, which result in optimal living and positive, healthy behavior. There's a lot of other stuff out there. Music, creative arts, getting into an optimal state of where you're present and you're doing what you love. These are all things that produce changes in our neurochemistry that are healthy.
I'm really up in my head in the morning when I first get out of bed. I try to take my time and slow things down, but I woke up a little late today, so just kind of frazzled. I don't know, working out like this really calms my mind. I'm ready to go to the center and sit in a room for however long and do those kind of classes.
I think there's been a philosophy of really looking at what's necessary to combat this disease of addiction and bringing the components of connection and like a connection-based treatment and meeting the client where they're at.
It's no different. And that was eye-opening to me, that we were able to take two separate communities and combine them flawlessly and seamlessly. Yeah, we did have to prove ourselves first, right? And we did have, but they did it and it never wavered. Our normal community has opened their arms to the recovery community in this gym, and there is no more stigma in this gym whatsoever between the recovery community and our normal community. We cohabitate the same space at the same time. We volunteer at the same events at the same time. It's worked. It really has worked.